This is the story of how a simple website, literally built in a college dorm room, turned into a six-figure business. It's an absolute masterclass in viral marketing and running super lean. Okay, let's get into it. So how does that happen? To really get it, we've got to look at the hard numbers that tell this incredible story. At its absolute peak, this website was pulling in $15,000 in a single month, and that was all coming from Google AdSense. Now, to make that kind of cash, you need eyeballs, right? Well, the site was attracting a staggering 150,000 daily active users. That's over 4.5 million people a month. Just wild. And then, after this insane period of growth, the whole thing, the website, the traffic, the entire asset was sold in one go for $120,000. Okay, so what was this business exactly? I mean, how did an idea that so many people have tried before actually generate this kind of money? You're gonna love this. The concept is incredibly simple. It's an Unblocked Games website called duckmath.org. It just hosts games that students can play at school on their restricted networks. And the business model couldn't be simpler. Get as many kids as possible on the site, because every single ad they see makes money through Google AdSense. But check this out, because this is the real story. For 2 full years, the site was pretty much a ghost town, making almost nothing. And then, bam! In the final 4 months, a new marketing strategy just made the revenue go vertical. This wasn't luck, it was a system. So you're probably wondering, how do you build a website that can handle 150,000 users a day without going broke? Well, let's pull back the curtain on the tech, because it was surprisingly simple and cheap. Yeah, this thing did not start out fancy. It literally began on Google Sites, the super basic drag-and-drop builder. Then, after learning to code, the founder, Maddox, rebuilt it in React. But the real breakthrough, that came when he started using AI to do the coding for him, which let him focus 100% on what really mattered, marketing. And this right here just shows you how efficient this whole operation was. I mean, look at this stack. Cloudflare for hosting, free. AdSense to make the money, free. Posthog for all the analytics, free credits. The only real cost was $20 a month for Supabase to handle user data. It's just an incredibly lean setup. So when you add in a little bit of money for some content creation help, the total monthly cost to run this thing was only around $220. With $15,000 a month coming in, the profit margins were just astronomical. Okay, let's get to the core of this whole thing, the marketing. How on earth do you get to 150,000 daily users? It wasn't about one viral hit, no way. It was all about a high-volume system. Maddox said it himself. The strategy wasn't about making perfect, high-quality videos. It was about overwhelming the social media algorithms with a crazy, relentless amount of content. And this is what that system looked like. 3 different TikTok accounts, each one posting 3 times a day, 5 days a week. That's over 45 videos every single week. And then all of those were automatically pushed out to Reels, Shorts, and even Snapchat, which he said consistently got over 20,000 views. So here's the secret sauce, the 4-step loop. He wasn't inventing anything. He just found what was already working for his competitors, copied the format, published at a way higher volume than anybody else, and then he just looked at the data every day to get a little bit better. That's it. All right, so you've got the crazy growth. You've got the massive profits. The final step was turning this digital asset into life-changing cash. Here's exactly how that 6-figure sale went down. It was totally strategic. He found a company that had bought similar sites before, so he knew they were the right buyer. He pitched them directly with his awesome stats, and when they tried to lowball him at $100,000, he negotiated up. Then, he used a secure service, escrow.com, to close the deal safely. Smart. Now, Maddox didn't just share his story. He actually laid out the exact playbook he would use if he had to do this all over again from scratch, starting today. And here it is, 5 steps. Notice how building the actual website is just one quick step. The real focus is on knowing how to market in a niche you already get, breaking down what's already viral, and then just executing, day in and day out. Okay, wow, that was a lot. So let's do a super high-density recap of every key number and fact from this whole case study. No fluff, just the data. Ready? Let's run the numbers one more time. Peak revenue, $15,000 a month.
Peak users, 150,000 a day. Sale price, $120,000 after turning down an initial offer of $100,000. Top video views hit 5.2 million. The content machine was cranking out over 45 videos a week. And the whole thing was sparked by a single lucky day that made $240, which proved the model could work.
So if you remember one thing today, make it this. Just showing up for a couple of years, that earned him a seat at the table. But it was the high-volume, data-driven marketing system that he built in those final 4 months that actually let him win the whole game. Okay, now it's your turn. If you were going to copy this project, starting right now, what would be your absolute first step? Leave your plan down in the comments, and I'll actually jump in and help you avoid some of the big pitfalls. And hey, for those of you who do share your plan, leaving a comment will also get you the full list of tools used in this project, plus Maddox's personal marketing checklist. Thanks for digging into this one with me.